This is Susan Wilbanks with blendedinsight.com. I am a holistic and integrative healing arts practitioner, an intuitive, and an energy healer. In this podcast, I share tips, tools, and suggestions that have helped me along my path in hopes of inspiring and helping you along yours. Let's get started with today's podcast topic.
Hello, bright soul. Thank you so much for joining me on another podcast. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. And I want to start by checking in and saying, how are you doing? Y'all, we have made it. We have made it this far. It has been absolutely berserk, but we're still here and we have made it. And we are coming to the end of 2024. Now, I know last week was a big week here in the US, but it affects everyone. And it's not just that. We have planetary shifts going on. We've got all kinds of things, natural disasters. I feel like it's the same thing every week here lately. And so I wanted to first come on here and say, you're doing phenomenal. You're here. We're doing the best we can. Let's focus our energy in a way that supports ourself and supports the energy that we want to see on the planet, which is a light-filled energy. As we close out this year, we are here for an important purpose. And it's beautiful that we can gather together in this community and send out these beautiful rockets of desire to see more light come on this planet. If you aren't joining me on 30 days of gratitude and healing, if you hit the bell on YouTube to subscribe, you will be notified as soon as a new healing is posted. I was told intuitively to do this to help send out a higher vibration and to keep you cleansed and grounded and your cords cut as we navigate the end of this year. And I knew November was going to be just a tumultuous month, not just because of the elections, but also we've got cosmic things going on, planetary shifts. The holidays are upon us. And for a lot of people who have lost lots of people, which most of us have, holidays can be a tough time. So we've got all kinds of things going around trying to distract us and get us in fear and in lower emotions. So we're here to keep us centered and grounded in who we really are, in the truth and your soul's truth that this is temporary. You're a light being. Your purpose is important. And we are here to make this space better. And what I mean by space, I mean everything you interact with. And you start by taking care of yourself. So I wanted to talk about grounding. So here in Colorado, we're into the fall, winter months. So it is not as feasible for me personally to go sit outside to ground myself. I know some people love the cold weather, and I hear people talk about they just bundle up and still go outside. Great. I love that for you. This sister over here, I'm not doing that. So kudos to you. I need something else as I don't like the cold weather. I'm typically cold. I run cold. So in any case, so I wanted to talk about how grounding helps you deal with stress, uncertainty, feeling unbalanced. It is one of the most powerful ways to come back to your center. So in this podcast, I'm going to talk about practical and spiritual techniques to help you stay calm, centered, and rooted, no matter what is going on externally, because you always have control over how you respond, and we're not perfect at it. I know I am not perfect, and I love the safe spaces that I have in my life to where I can really be real and honest and have those spaces where I can vent a little bit and without sliming other people and then coming back to my center. That's one of the things that breath work provides. So let's take a deep breath. And as you exhale, imagine releasing any stress or tension you're carrying and allow yourself to be here for this moment. Soak in this energy, this information, come into this little healing container for this time being, and let's talk about this. So the role of grounding is connecting yourself to the earth or the present moment. So this is where mindfulness comes in. And as you all know, I took a course to become a mindfulness practitioner because it's so beneficial, especially when we're stressed and we're emotionally overwhelmed and there's all these global events taking place. It's so easy to get swept up in chaos. And even if you're not directly engaging it, those of us who have created our, what do I want to say? I get tired of calling us sensitive. I know sensitive is the easiest way to describe it, but our sensors are highly attuned because we have done the work. So when that happens, even if you're not directly engaging in chaotic people or events, we feel the pulse of the energy. So one of the things that's really easy to do is think of yourself as a grounding anchor. So if you can get that visualization in your mind of an anchor, when the storm of life hits, grounding is what keeps you from drifting too far off course. So it can bring you back to the here and now. It reminds you of your inner strength, your stability, your resilience. So using a visualization as an anchor is really helpful. Of course, if you are in a climate where you can walk barefoot, and I'm going to be honest, I don't usually walk barefoot on the grass in the summer months. I will wear slides. I'll go outside in my backyard, stand on the earth. But one of the things I like to do is sit down under a pine tree, lean my back up against the bark, pray that no ants or anything crawls on me because I'm in this, but I'm not that much in it. I don't want ants or insects crawling on me. I will scream. I will run. It will not work. But I do that. I will lean up against a tree or even just touching a tree for a little bit and connecting with it, asking its permission. I know that sounds weird, but I will first, I'm not asking it out loud. I mean, you can, but for me, I do this in my mind, energetically. Is it okay for me to touch you so you can do all this? Is it telepathy? Okay, forgive me. I need more coffee, but you know what I mean. So anyway, things in earth and on the earth help discharge excess energy and stress. And it helps us align our energy field with the earth's natural rhythm. The other thing, and I have so many of these on my YouTube channel and on my website and in our High Vibe Lightworker tribe over on Patreon. And every single day this month, 3 minutes or less with our 30 days of healing and gratitude is a body awareness exercise. So a quick way to ground in moments is bringing your attention to your body and into the present moment. You can do this right now. Start by feeling the weight of your feet on the ground or your bottom on the chair or wherever you are positioned right now. And just notice how your body makes contact with this surface you're sitting or standing on. And then just focus on the sensations in your body. This will pull you out of your mind and into the present moment. The other thing you can do is recall something in your environment. So I could say, let me find something blue in my environment. And then I look around, I'm scanning. All of a sudden, all that chatter stopped and I'm focusing my energy on something in my present moment. So it pulls me into the mindful moment of now. Breathing is so powerful. I did a breathing break, 5 minutes. I posted it on election day, November 5th, 5 minutes. Drop in, do some breathing. It calms you, calms your nervous system, and it grounds you. The other thing is hydration. By nourishing your body with grounding foods like root vegetables, nuts, seeds, drinking plenty of water, this can have a huge impact on how you feel centered. So dehydration and poor nutrition will make you feel more scattered, less connected to your body. So one of the things that I notice is things like potatoes or sweet potatoes are very grounding if I'm feeling out in the ethers or disconnected. So spiritual grounding techniques can be grounding through visualization. So imagining, I know we all say this, but it's so important and it works. But I know some of these things will be a repeat, so they're a reminder. And I remind you because I actually do them and they work. So if you can imagine roots growing from the soles of your feet, extending you deep into the earth, and visualize these roots anchoring you, drawing up earth's stabilizing energy into your body. And with each breath, you feel yourself becoming more connected to the earth, more solid, more supported, and breathe this in. It helps a lot. Crystals can be helpful if you cleanse them regularly. If you aren't cleansing them regularly, they can contaminate you. So this is why I don't always recommend crystals. But crystals like black tourmaline, hematite, smoky quartz, these are known for their grounding properties. So if you're cleansing them regularly, you can keep them in your pocket or place them near a workspace to help absorb that negative energy and help keep you feeling centered. And some people hold them during meditation to ground them. I don't That doesn't resonate with me. I wouldn't do that. I know some people do it. So I offer lots of things because we're all different. We're all on different points of the path. So I want to give you enough to where you can find something that resonates and that works for you. You can also use essential oils, patchouli, cedarwood, frankincense. These all have grounding qualities. You can apply them to your skin. Use a carrot oil if you're sensitive. I'm usually not sensitive to essential oils, but a lot of people are. You could also place drops of them on the bottom of your feet for extra grounding support. Now, I personally don't do this. I don't use essential oils in this way. And again, carrier oils are always recommended. I use essential oil. Really, lavender is my main one because that's what we use in pranic healing to break up negative energy. It's so extensive in my home that lavender, the scent of lavender, it's comforting to my daughter because it reminds her of me. Anyone that knows me knows I have so much lavender. It's insane. So because I use so much lavender with my work in pranic healing, I don't use essential oils for things like this, but some people are really drawn to it. So I wanted to mention that to you here. The other thing, look, grounding through movement, yoga, stretching. This can be an incredible way to ground your energy, especially when you feel overwhelmed. Mountain pose, child's pose, tree pose. This can help you feel rooted and balanced. Also, simple stretches, focusing on your breath and body alignment can bring you back to your grounded state. Tai Chi or Qigong. I don't do either of these. I know they can be really, really helpful. I've done them before, but dancing and shaking also can be really helpful because it helps to ground you, calm your mind. And when you're dancing or shaking, you're letting go intuitively of any energy that's not working. It can help shift you. For me, you know me, I lift weights 5 days a week and I lift to failure. It gets my heart rate up. It expands my health rays. As we get older, it's so important to lift heavy weight because you are building your bone density. You've got to build that muscle. You start to lose it after the age of 40. I'm not going to beat this dead horse, but I just have done so much research, noticed the shift in my own body. I completely transformed my body in my 40s through weightlifting and walking. I walk a lot outside of the gym. I stopped doing HIIT exercises like Orange Theory because as I get older, it actually puts too much stress on my body and it doesn't help. So I stopped doing that. So I lift the weights and that helps me so much. I feel so grounded and refreshed and connected to myself. Because the other thing is when you're pushing yourself that way, when I'm lifting heavy weights, I'm not thinking about anything else other than this weight is heavy. And it also is mental exercises. Like it's grounding me in the present moment because I got to get this weight up. So there's all kinds of things you can do to keep you grounded. So the other thing that I love doing, I call it nature bathing, but some people call it forest bathing. It doesn't matter. It's spending time in nature. It's one of the most spiritually grounding activities you can do. Simply spending time with the trees. One of my favorite things to do in all the months except for the winter month is to read outside or just sit outside. I do my breath work outside. I connect with the natural world. This is one of the reasons why I like to go somewhere warm in the winter months, just to get back into nature in a comfortable way. I know we're spoiled. I'm spoiled because I don't expose myself to harsh elements like the winter and things like that. I'm not saying I don't do it at all, but I don't do it as much. So I understand I'm spoiled. I get it, but find what works for you. So one of the things I like to do is just pay attention to the sounds, the smells, the sights around me. And I even do this. It doesn't take long. On my way into the gym, on my way out of the gym, on my way into the grocery store, because I'm in nature during that time. So I pay attention to the way my feet, the sounds that my feet are making on the pavement. How does the air feel? What are the birds doing? So there's all kinds of ways to do this. Gardening is also a wonderful way. And you can also do this with plants inside. I unfortunately have 2 cats that eat plants. So I only have one plant that they don't eat. And so that plant, when I'm watering it, touching the leaves, it can be a really beautiful way to work with the soil. That nurturing growth brings me closer to the earth's energy. So it can very much be a meditative practice and remind us that there's natural cycles in life can help you stay rooted in the present moment. Water. Water has a grounding and purifying effect on your energy. So just simply sitting by a lake, river, ocean, this can help you release emotional tension and feel more centered. If you can't go out to natural water, taking a bath or a shower with the intention of cleansing your energy can also be incredibly grounding. I have a water fountain in my meditation space. So I have it on during all my private sessions. I have it on when I'm down there breathing even, and I listen to the water and I put myself in the space of being near water. Our minds are so powerful. So you can also ground through ritual and ceremony. You can create a sacred space for grounding. You can dedicate a small corner or an altar with grounding objects like candles, herbs, crystals, and that can be your space to spend a few minutes each day. Go there, reconnect with yourself, and set your intentions. You can also do it with sound. Sound can be a powerful way to ground your energy. You can use Tibetan singing bowls, tuning forks, or grounding frequencies, which is what I love to do, is 432 hertz. It brings your energy back to a calm, centered state, helps you align your body and mind with the earth's frequency. Smudging or burning incense. I personally don't like incense. I use Palo Santo. I used to use sage a lot. I used to use it here in this home, but then I realized that this house was haunted when I moved in. That's a story for another time. However, the Ute Indians in this area that are haunting this city that I live in and were haunting my space, they're drawn to sage. So I don't use sage anymore. I use Palo Santo. But wherever you are and what you're drawn to, you can use that to clear your energy, ground your space, smudge yourself or your environment. But it's also important to set that intention. Set the intention for grounding, visualizing the smoke carrying away any ungrounded or chaotic energy. And I have a sage video here on this channel that I use instead of the sage, not in this home, but in other spaces that can help you to cleanse and clear and ground. How do you stay grounded in challenging situations, like during emotional overwhelm? This is the other thing that comes up a lot. When emotions are running high during an argument or a stressful situation, that's tough to be grounded. It's really easy to get sucked in. So in these moments, if you just take a deep breath, focus on your feet, and mentally send your energy down into the earth, this can really help you and stop you from just reacting and keep you calm and grounded. Also, gratitude, which is one of the reasons why we're doing this 30 days of healing and gratitude. Gratitude is a deeply grounding practice. Whether you're feeling overwhelmed, if you just pause and bring your mind back to something you're grateful for in this present moment, it can immediately shift you back to the here and now and help you reconnect with what's stable and positive in your life. Also, a daily grounding ritual, especially during times like this, which is one of the reasons why, once again, I'm doing this 30 days of grounding and gratitude, because having a daily intentional grounding practice can be a lifeline. So 5 to 10 minutes in the morning, this is all you need, or however much time you have. Stretching, simply sitting with your feet on the floor, visualizing the earth's energy rising to support you, and making this a habit can help you stay more balanced during these tough times. So I hope you found something in these grounding techniques in this episode that resonate with you. Whether you prefer the practical approaches, and I think all of them matter because they all will serve you in different situations at different times. So it can be the body awareness, the movement, or the spiritual techniques like the visualizations using crystals. Grounding is essential. It helps us navigate life's challenges with more ease. And as we go into the healing, I am going to give you a mantra that can help you ground as I'm doing the healing. So this is the mantra. You can just take it in or repeat it to yourself. I am grounded. I am safe. I am connected to the earth. So let's turn the healing on as you sit on that mantra for a moment. I am grounded. I am safe. I am connected to the earth. Okay, and so it is. Oh my goodness, friends, I appreciate you so much, and your support means so much to me. As always, if you feel called, you can hop over on Patreon and join our High Vibe Lightworker tribe. There are 3 tiers. It's an incredible low cost for the amount of energy, effort, and content that you receive. It's a labor of love. It is our sacred healing container. And if you aren't on my newsletter, you can join it over on blendedinsight.com. And hang in there. We're going to get through it. We're almost through the end of this year. We've made it this far. We are going to continue to push through, shine our lights, do our practices, and serve the important purpose that we are here to serve. And I want to wish you a beautiful week. Take care. Bye-bye.